Dear Neve and Max, my name is Andrea. I'm 21 years old and I live in St. Louis, Missouri. I've been in an on and off relationship for almost 10 years with a guy named David Walker from Chicago, Illinois. Wait, this is crazy if this is what I think it is, that they've been talking for 10 years and never met. She was in St. Louis, he was in Chicago.
That is not far at all.
Hey, Neve and Cammy. My name is Stephanie. I'm a single mom to twin boys, and I live in Kissimmee, Florida. I've been talking to a guy named Danny from San Fran for almost 10 years. No! He's not like the other guys I have been into. Danny is sweet, loving, and supportive. I can't get him off my mind. But for nearly a decade, we've been on and off. And as soon as things start to get serious, he goes ghost.
In the night I wonder.
But right when I entertain a new relationship, Danny comes back full throttle. And I end up breaking things off with whoever I'm dating because I just don't like them as much as him. That literally just happened again, and I don't know what to do. After all these years, we still haven't met or even video chat.
Good night.
But wait. I'm at a point now where I'm not sure what to believe anymore. Danny says he wants to be with me, and I think I'm ready to be with him too, but I need stability for me and my kids. So it's either now or never. Oh! Hey! Stephanie!
How are you? Oh my god.
How are things down in Kissimmee?
It's crazy with this whole like corona crap going on over here now. It's a lot.
I mean, Florida's getting hit pretty bad.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you do in Kissimmee?
I do customer service and I have a cosmetology degree. So
Oh, cool.
I'm like a little bit of everywhere.
Cammy has an astrology degree.
Yes. What's your
Okay.
sign?
Scorpio, so go ahead and tell me what's wrong with me, Cammy.
No, I'm a Scorpio too. What's wrong with you?
Okay.
What's wrong with me?
So wait a second, time out, because your story goes all the way back to 2010.
Exactly. And at the time I was really into modeling. There was this guy, Danny. He was a photographer. I wanted to work with him. First I kept it professional. I was like, I want to work with you. I want to like do content. And he was like really into it. And then when I told him how old I was, he was like, no, I'm not doing it.
Was he in Florida?
Yeah, he was out in Miami at
Okay.
that time, yeah.
So it sounds like he was just sort of being smart and responsible and said no thanks. But how did that then turn into a 10-year romance?
We like liked each other's stuff. We commented. It was just like we kept it very social.
Right.
And then I turned 18 and I was like, nothing's stopping me. I like humor and he's really funny. So we would talk to each other all the time and it just started growing from there. Eventually, like later on, we spoke about meeting, but he had moved to San Francisco.
Okay.
So we started planning. Like I was planning to go to San Francisco to stay there, be with him. He was like really into it. He wanted to be together. He wanted me to like meet his family. He wanted to start a family.
Whoa.
He was actually excited, but then he just went ghost for like 2 weeks.
So what did you say when he came back after 2 weeks of ghosting?
That's when I become this crazy Latina. Like I asked him, I was like, where have you been? Like, what happened? Is there a problem? And he was like, no, he's blaming the time difference. It was the fact that he's worked too much, or that he's working late, or that he's not stable because he lives with roommates. And then the same stuff happened. He's there, he went ghost. It's a cycle. Hi, how are you? Bye. The same thing, always.
What's the longest you guys have ever gone just without talking?
Like not talking at all, like a couple months. I've tried to like move on, or like with any other relationship, he's still in the back of my mind. Like there's something about him that I just, like I can't let it go.
But obviously, I mean, you had a relationship with your kid's dad. Did you ever tell Danny about that?
Yeah, he knew about it. He knew that I was with somebody else, but at that point he had gone ghost for a long time.
And he obviously came back.
Yeah.
And since this whole crazy pandemic and quarantine, have you guys been talking more?
Yeah.
Wow, so you've really, like, for 10 years, pretty much, you've been in contact almost nonstop for the last 10 years.
Yep.
Do you talk on the phone or do you just text?
We're just texting.
So you've never even talked to him on the phone?
No.
Has he ever sent you like private photos, just like even of his face or of other things?
Everything that I've seen is what's on social media.
Has he ever texted you a photo of himself?
No.
In 10 years? Nothing.
Have you
Nothing.
sent him
Yeah,
that?
I would send him pictures like, hi, I'm normal, I exist.
I don't know how I feel about Danny.
I get it.
Can we see his Instagram?
Yeah.
All right, so here's Danny. Okay. Is that him in the on the top right corner?
Yeah.
The teddy bear.
And then he's also in the red shirt, right?
Yeah.
So then who's the skinnier guy with the shaved head?
Yeah.
That's his best friend who he died like a year ago. He took it like
Oh.
really to heart. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow. In terms of Instagram profiles, this one seems authentic and normal.
It is a very full account compared to most catfish accounts.
I mean, on one hand, the situation seems absurd.
Yeah.
And yet, what makes it even crazier is that this guy and his life and his Instagram are all pretty believable. But what if we find out that this guy's been lying and it goes away?
I would be completely like, I'd be so hurt. I'd be like devastated, I guess it would get to the point. I don't want to believe that 10 years of my life was wasted for nothing.
You still have hope for the situation.
Exactly. If he is real, I want to be able to try now because I'm just ready to keep my life pushing. So if he's real, that's what I'm going to do. And if he's not, then I have to let it go. It's not something that I can keep living with.
All right, well, we've got our work cut out for us. I don't want to waste another moment. Send us all that info and we'll dive.
Okay.
We're going to dive right in.
Got it.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Steve.
Oh, hey. Hey.
What the
There he is.
Hey,
It's you. I don't understand, man. What's going on?
I just don't like FaceTiming. I don't like talking on the phone. Like, for example, the other day, my mother screamed at me because I haven't called her in 4 weeks. And, it's just one of my things. I don't know.
Well, yeah, but that's bull. It's been 10 years.
The reality is I work a lot. I don't really have time. Like, in the little time that I do have, like, I barely can even use it for myself. So it's hard to, like,
Okay, but
call
you
somebody.
only had to FaceTime once.
I don't know. I feel like you're hiding something.
I'm not hiding anything.
Like yesterday, you boldface lied on the phone and said it wasn't you.
Right.
And when we talked to you today, you did lie and say that you didn't know Stephanie. What's the tea?
Right. It was weird yesterday when we messaged with Anthony. Why was he covering for you?
I was uncomfortable. I didn't want to be on TV because, I do watch the show and I've never thought that I would be somebody on it.
Stephanie told us that over these last 10 years, you guys had talked about her flying out there, you had a plan, she even bought a ticket, and then you disappeared. So what was that about?
The truth is that I was ashamed of my living situation. I was ashamed of where I currently live. It's not a great neighborhood.
I'm tired of the same answers, of the same. To me, it's excuses.
I don't see it as excuses.
Well, here's my thing. I'm just curious to know from your side what this whole situation means to you.
I don't really know, to be honest. I think the reality is that even after 10 years, it's just always been an on and off. It just seems like we always argue about dumb stuff, like our conversation the other day, and
What conversation was that?
she texted me at around like 5 something in the morning. Her text message woke me up. I couldn't go back to sleep, and I sent her a text saying, please try not to text me at 5 a.m. And she flipped out on me. And she has a tendency to always flip out on me all the time.
So I'm the bad one.
No, you're not. You're not the bad guy.
So 10 years of something is gonna be defined over a stupid ass argument?
That's how it's always been. The whole 10 years has always been like that. I don't like that. Like, I feel that when that happens, like, I don't really need to be doing this.
So
like,
why do you keep doing it?
Because, like I said, you've always been a constant in my whole life as, like, you know, a friend.
Friend.
So, like, I mean, I would love to, like...
A friend.
But you agree that it has leaned towards flirtation and potential relationship. I mean, she told us you've talked about starting a family. Those are all things that you do with, you know, someone who's a little bit more than just your friend.
I don't know if it's like a love thing. I mean, yes, I love her as a friend, but like if it's like an actual like romance love thing, like I don't know. It's just throughout those whole 10 years, it's just always been a constant. Like I said before, it's
Whose fault is that?
Danny, can we just talk, me and you, for a second, and let Stephanie and Cammie talk for a second?
Sure.
So, okay. It feels like if she really just pissed you off too much, you'd just stop talking to her. But if you're not into her, you need to tell her. Because she deserves, I think, to finally know. Because, you know, look, she's even said to us, she's dated other guys and constantly finds herself comparing them to you and doesn't want to date those guys because she's like, man, I think I just like Danny better.
I never knew that. I never knew that. That's, wow.
What is going on in there?
I don't think I would have been this mad if it wasn't him.
Yeah.
But it's actually him.
Yeah, exactly. Any of his excuses, like, are you buying any of them?
No. The whole about arguing for 10 years. If it was as bad as you made it seem, why are we still here?
And so the question is like now, where do you want this to go? Because there does seem to be a real foundation here and potential for romance. But I'm not necessarily getting a sense from you that you're interested in either admitting that or actually feeling that. So I'm just trying to kind of...
No. I admit it. I mean, for me to sit here and say that I don't feel anything for her, I don't have any type of attraction or anything like that is a lie.
Okay.
There's always gonna be a feeling there for her, always. If I was to lose her completely, I'd be very upset. Even saying that now kind of like shakes me up a little bit.
It just feels like he's not ready to make a decision on you. At the same time, though, he's willing to drag you along
And
this
that's not
decade-long
fair.
journey.
Like, for me or for him, it's not fair.
I'm interested in seeing what could possibly happen, and you know, now that this part is behind us.
Okay, cool.
Why am I gonna keep giving you light of day if it's just a cycle? I'm not doing this anymore.
Let's put the past in the past if that's what you want to do, and
Yeah.
let's finish this.
Yeah.
Let's see where he's at. But like, I know how you feel. You're not gonna sit on here and let him play you out more than he already has. Okay, he's ready. We're back. Stephanie, wanna take it away?
I feel like you told your truth and you said what you actually had to say and you meant it. So why am I gonna keep trying?
I mean, it's not like I don't have feelings for you. I definitely do.
As a friend.
You know, maybe that was just a wrong choice of words. I shouldn't have said it like that. I know all this is my fault and I f***ed it up. So for you to be upset, you have every right to be. And I admit that. And things that we've talked about, like plans and stuff like that, is stuff that I've truly wanted. And, you know, there was opportunity, you coming out here, and, you know, I f***ed that up. I didn't have you come out here, and, you know, I was wrong in that, and I admit it, and I apologize. I'm sorry. I think if we actually try to actually talk, like, on the phone, as opposed to text all the time, I think that it would definitely help out our situation and improve things.
I don't know. I just feel like I've been strung along for so long that for me to open up to somebody, it's hard.
Yeah, as do I. So I get it. It's been a long time, and you know, I personally don't think that we've actually ever really had a chance to, you know, explore this. I think that there is potential to have something.
But is it really what you want, though? Like, do you really want to see where things could go with her? Because you guys live on opposite ends of the country. I'm sure that you have people local that you could talk to. Stephanie, I'm sure, has people local that she could talk to.
I mean, there's obviously a reason why we keep coming back into communication with each other. It always seems to be that whenever I'm feeling down or whenever I'm going through something, you have a sense of it and you always reach out to me at the perfect time. And little do you know, you have always been there for me at times that I needed somebody.
Do you have anyone else that's close to you in your life, Danny, that you feel like you can confide in the way that you talk to Stephanie?
I did with my best friend, but
It's okay.
We heard about that, and I'm sorry for your loss.
yeah, so
I think it's even more reason to know, like, when you have somebody in your life that's there for you, you gotta take advantage of that.
yeah, I didn't learn that until, you know, my friend passed, so well, that's why I would love to have another opportunity to show you who I really am.
Okay. But your words right now is going like this, like, so until I see action, then I'll start believing it.
Fair enough.
Hey Neva Max, my name is Brianna, I'm 26 years old and I live in Minnesota. I've been knowing a special soul named Joshua for 11 years.
11 years.
Years they've been talking.
She's 26.
So since they were 15.
That's insane.
Even though I feel like he's the love of my life, I do have my questions and concerns.
Why you pressing on my buttons?
He will not show his face on video chat. It's either dark or he has his hat really low.
I mean, if you wear your hat low, I can still kind of see
At
your
least
face.
it's a guy, right?
We don't know what kind of hat it is. It could be like a beanie that's like pulled over the face entirely.
I actually saved up enough money to fly him out here, but all I heard was excuses on why he couldn't see me.
She was willing to fly him out to Minnesota.
She's saved up a lot of money to get him a flight.
Yeah.
He always tells me how much he loves me, how he wants to be with me, but 11 years later, I still haven't seen him.
11 years.
So can you please help me out? I just want to figure out if he's my Prince Charming or if he's someone I should just leave in the past.
Cause it feels like something is missing you. Are you listening? Cause there's nowhere else to go.
Let's give her a call. Whoa, hey Brianna.
Hi.
Love the hair.
Oh, these are fake dreads.
Got it, very cool.
Where in Minnesota are you?
Minneapolis.
The big mini apple.
So we saw your video about Joshua. We've had some long relationships on the show, but 11 years is a long time. Tell us more about this guy.
He's the sweetest guy in the world. Even though it might sound crazy, like who waits 11 years and who stays along, but he's so caring. He makes me feel like $1,000,000. And he has a nice body. He's the love of my life.
You were 15 when you met this guy?
Yes.
Where does Joshua live?
When we first met, he lived in California, and then he moved to Texas, and then he moved to Vegas, and then I guess he's back in California?
And have you guys been dating this whole time?
Yes. When we were younger, we had an agreement that it's like a don't ask, don't tell, since we live so far. But now we are like exclusively together. And he's like, I want to build a family with you. I love you. I want to marry you.
Yeah, is that something you're into the idea of?
Yes. I'm willing to do whatever it takes.
You mentioned that you tried to fly him out to Minnesota once.
I was saving up and I was like, hey, I actually could fly you out. And of course, his excuse is, oh, I can't. I have to work.
What does Joshua do?
It seems like he can never keep a job. Every time I talk to him, like, I'm looking for a job. Oh, I have a job. I don't have a job. Stuff like that. This is really weird. I don't know if he's fishing for money from me.
Have you ever sent him money?
No.
And you said when you video chat, he doesn't really show his face.
What's that about?
Is there a chance that he's not the guy in the photos?
It's just weird because I'll try to video chat with him and it's like pitch black. And I'm like, oh, turn on the light. Oh, I'm tired. I don't want to turn on the light. Oh, you know, the signal sucks.
Classic excuses.
Exactly. But I don't know. I keep pushing all that to the side because I just love this guy to death.
It sounds like you're ready to finally put an end to this not knowing. So why don't you come to California? We'll get you on the next flight out here, and then we can hopefully track this guy down, and we'll figure all this out.
All right. Thank you so much.
Bye, Brianna.
Bye.
Bye.
Do you think this guy's just like a scammer?
It doesn't look good. I mean, she knows something's up.
It looks like this guy's Catfish.
How you doing?
Josh, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Neve, Max.
How you doing?
Obviously, you know Brianna.
No? How you doing?
It's been a long time.
Yeah. Crazy.
11 years.
Were you avoiding meeting her? I mean, do you, like...
Yeah, what, the FaceTiming with the...
Yeah.
There's been times we tried to like video chat and stuff like that, but my granny's computer was garbage. So we never really got around to doing that, but I wasn't avoiding meeting her.
So many questions. I just have to know it. Have you ever saw our relationship, like, seriously?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, relationship, not like friendship, but like relationship.
Yeah, I did.
Then, are you talking to any other girls?
There was one, yeah. I was a few weeks, but I stopped talking to her like 2 weeks ago.
Look, it's our job to
Dig.
dig.
We talked at random. We contacted a few other girls that were right on your Facebook page, and they told us they're dating you. I mean, all of them. Like
Yeah.
batting 1,000.
As far as, you know, the other girls would go, I can't recall like multiple at one time.
You made it seem like it was just me. Like, I'm not talking to nobody. That's what hurts.
Yeah.
You gave her the impression that you thought of yourselves as in a
Like a
relationship.
real, yeah.
And is that how you felt?
Yes.
I don't know.
Joshua, we kind of need to know, and I think she deserves to know, like what's your story? And a lot of question marks and mysteries.
Yeah.
What else are you hiding?
I mean, it's hard, but something I just have to tell you. All I've ever heard when I was little is whatever you do, just be financially stable. But like, I just don't have like anything. Going back to LA, the transitional house, I've been trying to like run away from that for like the last few weeks.
A transitional house?
Yes, it's a homeless shelter for people who don't have anywhere to go. I've lost everything like the last, probably less than a year. And
You seem like a pretty employable guy.
yeah, but been rough. And every time it seems like I'm about to get back up, it just doesn't go my way. Ever since I lost my car, my job, the place I was staying at, like, it put me in like a state of depression. And I started just looking for like people who make me feel good, you know? I go out looking for friends, girls, anybody, like, place to stay.
You could tell me like certain stuff like this. You know I'm a pretty understanding person, but just other girls, like...
I'm sorry, I didn't tell you anything. It's not fair to you at all.
But like, what are your true feelings about Brianna?
I love her. I can't lie about how I feel about somebody. Like, I love you, I want to be with you.
I don't know. You say you love me and stuff. I feel it, but then you're telling them that too, so it makes me confused.
All right, can we just give them a minute?
Yeah.
Let's figure out where we want to go from here.
Okay.
I want you to just be very honest with me, like, right now.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're willing to do whatever it takes for us to eventually, like, you know, be together?
I've always seen the plan with you in it.
Like, can you see yourself getting old with me?
Yeah. I do think about you damn near every day. Like, I really do. I just have to try harder to not have any distraction.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I want to like the guy.
Everyone wants to
Right,
like
right.
the guy. That's part of the problem.
Right.
It's obvious that he's in a really pretty tough situation. But like, I don't know. I don't think he's that into her.
Right.
I don't know. I think he's kind of full of
I don't know.
Well, we'll see. It's not up to us.
What's up? For now, like, let's take a break, and we can talk again tomorrow.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, thank you.
Good to meet you, man.
All right, you too.
Nice to meet you.
All right, bring it in. I see you.
See you later.
All right, man.
All right.
It's been 11 years, but it's been so long.
Yeah.
It's like a piece of me. I feel like he's being honest about how he cares.
My only fear is that, like, your life is still on hold. You're still reserving yourself for him in the hopes that one day you guys will finally be together. You don't have to wait for this guy. He might just use you up.
I got an email here, and the subject is 12 going on 21. Dear Neve and Max, my name is Andrea. I'm 21 years old, and I live in St. Louis, Missouri. I've been in an on and off relationship for almost 10 years with a guy named David Walker from Chicago, Illinois. Wait, this is crazy if this is what I think it is, that they've been talking for 10 years and never met. She was in St. Louis, he was in Chicago.
That is not far at all.
She said, I met him when I was in middle school on a social media website called Bebo.
I came to see the future.
We were both young at the time. I had just gotten my first cell phone, so I gave David my number.
I understand you now.
We immediately hit it off, and I couldn't get enough of him. David is a few years older than me, so it was exciting to have an older guy calling me at that time. We grew closer and developed stronger feelings for one another.
I understand you now. I understand you now. I understand you now.
I grew so attached to him because he was always someone I could go to. We became boyfriend and girlfriend, but the excuses and failed attempts at meeting each other have built up too much. I've reached my breaking point, and this is all caps. I really need you guys. Please help me find out who this man is. This is crazy, and they met when they were really young. This may be the longest relationship we've ever had on the show. I think we should get Andrea on the phone.
Get her on the horn.
Here we go.
Hey!
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 So, we just read your email. Pretty intense. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a preschool teacher. I teach the ages of 2 to 6.
And so you met this guy when you were how old? Like a 12 or 11?
Yep, pretty much. I was in 6th grade. He was older, and that's what made it exciting. That's what made it fun.
For the last 10 years, it's been almost all the time.
All the time. Always texting, always talking on the phone. When we're texting or when we're on the phone, like nothing else around matters. Like I basically grew up together.
He's already a part of your entire history.
Basically, he is my history. He had been there for me since forever. If I was going through stuff with family or personal issues, like I actually had a miscarriage last year, and he was there for me through that.
Wow, and this guy has helped you through all of that?
Yeah, he's always there. I always can call on him. I mean, he's not gonna never just ignore you. He knows everything.
Does he consider you his girlfriend?
He does. And he talks about getting married and starting a family and everything. He talks about it all, but you gotta get here first.
And when you ask him to video chat, what does he say?
Nope, he doesn't have a smartphone. He's just not gonna do it. It's always excuse. I had threatened him. I'm just gonna put you on Catfish. I'm hopeful that he is who he say he is, but it's kind of like, tell me the truth so I can move on. I need some help.
And we're the only guys who can do it.
So that's what we're gonna do.
Hey!
Let's all meet in St. Louis tomorrow, and we'll get this catfish on the line, and we'll reel him in.
All right, let's get him in.
Reel it in.
Bye, guys.
Hello.
How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm good.
Come down. Let's get in. Christine?
Christina. How you doing?
I'm all right.
That's good.
How are you?
I'm all right.
Well, obviously it's a little awkward.
It is.
We've spent the last few days with Andrea hearing what happened from 12 years old till now. It's been 10 years
Right.
that you've been pretending to be someone else.
Yeah.
A guy.
Yeah.
Kind of would like to know your side of things.
It started off totally as a joke. A bet, really, $25 bet. I mean, it wasn't nothing. I was like, since 6th grade or something, like 12, 13. Just saw it. My cousin was on the b-boat. And I don't know, I just saw the picture of a girl, a young girl, asked for her number or whatever.
At that time, were you attracted to girls? Was it a romantic?
Yeah, I've been all my whole life I've been attracted to females.
Do you have kind of a full concept of what she's been through on her side?
I'm sure she's been through a lot.
Yeah, I mean, you put her through
Yeah.
a lot of hoops. She
A
keeps
whole
on
lot.
jumping through.
I know.
You told her that you had some trouble with the law.
Is that when you been on house arrest?
My house arrest. I probably did tell you I was on house arrest.
Yeah, you told me a lot.
She's now taken a semester off of school to be with you because she believed that you were in love with her. But you didn't mean that?
Basically.
Why not just pull the plug on it?
She was there for me.
Well, what was this relationship for you?
I mean, it was a bond. That's it, that's all.
It was a
really.
what?
A bond. That's it, really. It was just somebody that I could just get away and talk to, that's all. Because I don't really, have friends much.
But it was something for so long, though. I mean, now you're just saying, like, it was just a friendship and you was just talking to me when you couldn't talk to nobody else. We talked every day, all day.
But, I mean, on my end, she don't know me. I'm not, I mean, like I just said, it was a
for this
bond. It
long.
wasn't
That don't even
I
make
didn't take
no
it to the
sense.
heart, even us telling each other we love each other and all that. It
You
wasn't.
never meant that?
I mean, I meant that as a human being. I want nothing to happen to you. But I'm not in love with you. So I'll leave it alone.
You never left it alone. Calling, texting, crying on the voicemail.
First off, I just want to say that I love you, man, no matter what. At the end of the day, you're my heart, man.
It just don't make sense to me. It don't. Because you could cry until you fell asleep if I didn't answer the phone. You tell me you love me until I'm blue in the face. Why with me for 10 years?
Because I didn't have that bond with nobody else for 10 years. Not that I don't have no one else that I call a friend. I have associates. If I was like really, really wanted you, I would have told you, this is me and I'm in love with you and this is you. I didn't feel that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm being real and being honest.
I don't buy it. I
know it's messed up.
Well, I don't buy that. That's so heartless. You are just so needy and you don't have anyone else to talk to and you don't care about her feelings or how you're affecting her over or wasting her life because you're like a little baby and you need to cry to her?
I care about her feelings.
Not really. Come on, man. This is like getting in a fight with someone in kindergarten. You're like, I was never friends with you anyway.
No.
Yeah, it feels like that immature. Like when I told you I loved you, that was fake. I saw the letter.
Yeah. I have a letter she wrote me
That
too,
thing was
right.
written with passion. You can't fake that.
I was about to say thank you, because I mean, I'm telling you, like.
That was fake. That was a fake love letter?
I mean, yeah, baby.
I don't believe it.
No, it's not our.
No, it's not our place. But I'm just saying, I know
Right,
that's
I mean,
not true.
That's the point. It wasn't even for me to believe, for y'all to believe. It was written for her to actually believe. She believed it at that moment.
Because you wanted to make sure she stayed dedicated to being your close friend.
Basically.
I just feel like it's full of.
Don't sit up here and get mad at me over something that you did also. She lied to me too.
When did I lie?
At first you was telling me you was another female.
No, I wasn't.
With
You
blonde
said
hair,
me.
a white girl.
A white girl.
So what you're saying, when you first met Andrea, you thought she looked like somebody
Yeah,
else?
she was sending me pictures of another female.
I was in 6th grade. How I'm even finna know to make up somebody's picture and put it up here? That don't even make no
The
sense.
same reason how I was able to do it.
That was you. That ain't me.
Guys, it's hard to know what you're telling the truth about and what you're not telling the truth about, because you kept,
Not really,
you
if
kept
you just-
some big lies going for 10 years.
At the end of the day, there's certain things that I was telling her the truth, and there's certain things that I wasn't telling her the truth. That's all.
Oh, well, look, it's the end of a very long, played-out game for both of you. So maybe we talk more tomorrow, but...
Oh, no, I don't think there's no reason to.
Well, let's just, we'll play it sort of by ear, see how we feel.
Riot, Nicole Riot.
My life is an online riot? Hey, Neve and Max. I can't believe I'm writing you guys, but here goes. My name is Nicole Riot, and I live in Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm 25 years old, and for the past 9 years, my identity has been used to catfish other people.
Wow.
So she's
a mask.
A lot of people use her pictures. When I was 16, I joined MySpace, and I was on it all the time. I had thousands of followers from all over the world, and was really open about myself and my life. My online friends started telling me that they'd seen my photos on other MySpace profiles. These were obviously fake. Then I started being called a catfish. That's when things became too much.
Don't call me a catfish now.
Strangers would message me believing I was someone else and accuse me of lying to them. They believed that they were having an online relationship with me, sometimes for years, and were pissed that I had disappeared on them. I was paranoid, and it started to affect me in real life. I was dating someone at the time, and this whole thing ended up breaking us up. A couple of years ago, I joined Facebook and discovered there were fake profiles of me on there too, but this time it was worse. They were using my photos and the name Nicole Riot.
So they were using her real name too.
Right.
That's crazy.
Wow. I'm just tired of this, and I want to take my identity back. I think you guys might be the only ones who can really help. Wow.
That's a pretty intense story. What a past.
All right, let's call this girl and find out a little bit more. Here we go. Ringing.
Hello. Hey. How's it going over there in Salt Lake?
It's awesome. It's actually nice weather today, so.
Do you like it there?
Does anybody like it here? It's all right.
We saw your email. A lot of questions. So just sort of tell us how this all got started and give us a little bit more detail.
Okay, well, it all started when I was 16 and made MySpace, and I used to have thousands of followers.
Okay, but you're not like a social media star. You're not like an Instagram model.
No, I'm definitely not a model. I don't post like scandalous photos or anything, so.
But you did achieve some level of kind of social media fame, and you had a lot of pictures up there, and so anyone could have just kind of stolen pictures from that account to then use them later.
Yeah.
When you first went on MySpace and kind of shared a lot of your life, what was the thinking behind that? Were you just bored with life in Salt Lake City?
It was kind of like that, yeah. Like, I just wanted to be out there more, I guess. I was not out when I was 16, because, like, it's Utah, so I didn't come out to my parents till, like, 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They're, like, super LDS and no, you know?
So you're LDS, Mormon. So I imagine you had to keep your sexuality under wraps for most of your young adult life.
Yeah.
So one of these profiles, or a couple of these profiles, got you into hot water with your ex-girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
She found some other profiles on Facebook, and they were using the exact same name as mine, so she kind of automatically assumed that I made other profiles to talk to other people, and we would fight about it a lot, and it just kind of blew up in my face.
How long were you dating her for?
A few years, maybe 2 or 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty serious relationship that got broken up.
Yeah. And I feel bad for like these other people, you know, who think they're dating me. It's not cool.
Yeah.
I want to know like what you can do to help me, you know?
I think we can figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. Yeah. All right, Nicole, we're gonna meet you in Salt Lake City. We're gonna figure out how to fix this.
It's gonna be a riot.
Yeah.
Holy,
You know this person?
her.
Really?
Yep.
Hi.
Hello. Obviously, I was the one running the fake profile, so.
What's your name?
Erica.
Erica.
Yeah.
Max.
Nice to meet you.
Do you guys know each other?
Online, yeah.
I added her as myself on my Facebook page.
Why?
I think I was slowly making that transition to tell her. Because I think the first thing I said to you was like, wow, that's crazy how people are using your pictures. That was to get her to accept like my friend request and me as a person, and then eventually kind of come clean about the whole situation. And obviously I know Ryan. It's Erica.
Ryan.
That's crazy. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not even recognize her.
Yeah, I low-key dated Ryan like 10 years ago. Yeah.
Ryan. Do you remember that?
I remember that, but I didn't recognize you walking up.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
You guys dated in high school?
Yeah, like we dated.
Dated for like 3 weeks.
Continue.
Okay. So really the profile got started is because when me and Ryan were dating, that was kind of during the time my mother was just not about like relationships, can't talk to boys, nothing. So we were told not to talk to each other. Like no communication, nothing. Me being, you know, head over heels kind of person, I was like, I need to talk to him. I, you know, was on MySpace. I think I had MySpace and Facebook. And there was this like account called like Fake Busters where they used to bust like fake profiles. Her pictures were one of them. I mean, she had like a YouTube video saying she was real. I was like, dang, like this is kind of like the perfect person to use, you know? Someone wanted to call me out, well, hey, here's the YouTube video saying like I'm a real person.
I was the pawn.
But it kind of enabled me to still talk to him and him being kind of receiving of it. Other than that, it's kind of been like a one and done kind of conversation with other people.
Glad I know that now.
Well, we know that you did reach out to like other local Cleveland people.
Yeah, that profile was kind of the almost like last word profile. I mean, throughout the years of like high school and just like bullying and all this, you know, kind of just drama, people would always block me on my personal page and like would say whatever, then block me. And I'm like, really? Okay. So I just hop on as Nicole and, you know, get my last word in, and then that was it.
Why not just shut it off? You can just deactivate a profile.
Right. So.
Why is it still up?
I mean.
'Cause, like, using her pictures and her name.
Right.
And then separately as yourself, like, being friends with them. It's like.
It's kind of my life up in a way.
And me personally, and I'm not saying that this isn't an important issue, but I had other things going on in my life that I was just kind of like, all right, I'll get to this later, so.
So weird.
Do you guys have anything more you want to say right now?
I don't know. I'm so upset.
Okay. I think they're pretty shocked, and they need to kind of process all this, go back to the hotel, and maybe meet up tomorrow.
Okay.